Good morning. It is day 39 of the last 40 of the 365 days. Now this morning we woke up in a beautiful little cabin in, wouldn't say the woods, just in the middle of kind of nowhere. But yeah, we've got a little hot tub here. I'm not sure if I showed that yesterday, but we didn't even put it on because it was just so hot, so we didn't use it. But we're gonna have some coffee, have some breakfast, and then I will be hitting the gym. Of course, I'm doing shoulders today, and then from there, you know, it is still a Thursday, so it's just a normal day in the week. A lot of work to be done. I just enjoy having a little break between, like in the week, you know, on a Wednesday or a Thursday potentially, and then, you know, you kind of just start the rest of the next 2 weeks with a bang. But yeah, I'm gonna take a little outdoor shower. How's that? A little outdoor shower. I just wet my hair this morning in the hot tub. Just stuck my head in there just to cool off, because even though it is like 6:30 in the morning or 6:25, it is already super warm. So, alright, I'll see you in the parking lot, shall I? Alrighty, we are in the parking lot of the gym, as always, smashing today, a little bit of a shoulder, and I thought I'd just mention that you can't wait for things to happen to you, and I realized that, well, I've realized that and know that for a long time, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. However, I just saw someone as I was driving here. In South Africa, there's no such thing as jaywalking, so you can just, you know, if you feel like the space is there, and even though the light is red, you can walk, right? At least here, we don't get into trouble. I mean, you can't just walk in front of cars, but, you know, if it's free, then you don't get into trouble for it. Where apparently, I think in America or maybe even the UK or other countries, you know, you can get a fine. But here you don't. So the point is not telling you to walk over a red light. The point is, I saw this guy, clearly not from South Africa, so maybe in his mind he still has those rules. And he was standing at the traffic light, and he clicked the button to, you know, to walk. So now you click it and you wait, and he waited, and he waited, and he waited, and then another guy, clearly South African, went past, didn't even click the button, just walked straight over. There was no cars coming from either directions. It was a clear road, and he just walked across, and there he went. And I was standing at, you know, the traffic light, still red. And I was waiting, he was waiting, and then my light turned green, which clearly meant that that one is definitely now safe to walk. But because the light wasn't flashing green, as I drive, this guy was still standing, waiting. Now, you could say, well done, champ, you're a rule, you don't break the rules, you're like perfect, right? You're gonna wait till that thing is green and then you're gonna walk. But you know the crazy thing is, even if that thing goes green, you might still end up, you know, in an accident, because someone else might, you know, cross the road at the wrong time or something like that. So regardless, you know, you might still get into trouble, if that makes sense, even if you go by the rules. So what I'm basically saying is, you know, we all wait and we try and be these good people and stick to the rules and things like that. And then you see these successful people that are go-getters, and they didn't necessarily break the rules, but they bent them a little bit, you know, and not to get ahead, but just the question of why not? Why the fuck not? Why can you not be the greatest athlete out there? Why? Why do you have to wait until there's like a competition that allows you to or why wait until your parents say, okay, now you're 18, now you can start going to the gym? You can start when you're 14, 15, you know? And even if they don't want to pay for it, you can train at home, push-ups, sit-ups, run, you know? Maybe join a free gym at the school or something. I mean, this is just fitness related, but there's so many things. Business, relationships, you know. Why not get engaged at 6 months if you love the person? Why wait until 5 years, you know? Why date for 9 years and then decide? You know what I mean? It's just, life is way too short. You could die. Literally. You know, you can find out that you have cancer somewhere in your arm or your brain or your leg. And then what then? Then it's too late, mate.
And we've been watching something like a series about cancer and stuff like that, so maybe that's why it came up as well. But then I just realized, look, we all basically have cancer in our bodies, but the ones that don't activate only means that it's just giving us 80 to 90 years, but we will eventually die, whether it's from cancer or not. But so we all technically have cancer. It's just some people get it when they're 18, when they're 5 years old, when they're 62. Some get it when they're 90. But the point is, you die. So there's no escaping this life, and I will repeat this every single time. You need to make the days count, and you need to stop waiting for a better day, for sunnier weather and bullshit like that. You need to go out and get the stuff done right now, and not care what people think. Not care what people think, what you say. Because unless you offend someone, calling someone an arsehole for not doing anything, that's rude, It's just not right. But if you say something that maybe contradicts what they think, but you believe in it, and it's, like I said, it's not hurting them physically, it's just they don't think that way, then who gives a shit? You believe what you believe, and you go after what you want to go after. Alright, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's go hit some shoulders. Alrighty, finished training in the gym. I forgot my tripod, so I couldn't film in the gym, but here I am, shoulders. They're looking like they popped a little bit. I must say, I do have carbs, but without a lot of calories, I do feel like they don't have that oomph after a gym session. They normally used to be like banging, but it's understandable. Your body is, well, my body is kind of depleted of at least 1,000 calories from what I used to eat to bulk up. So I am losing, like I can feel like I'm getting a little leaner, but yeah, also takes away from that size, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I think I might actually cut the video here. I know it's quite short, and all these videos are quite short, but it's not full day vlogs. So just a reminder that it isn't full day vlogs. These are just kind of a little bit of a long form video of what I do, how the process is going, rather than just like a short form video of like 60 seconds that's jammed in to 60 seconds. And here I can at least explain some few things. And I also mentioned that I was sick, so I have this little nasal spray that I use. Ooh, when you jump in a pool and sometimes the water goes into your nose? That's exactly how these feel. Ooh, yeah, it's not good. But for some reason, I still have that weird little sickness here. So my body's fine from having flu, but there's just, I don't know, there's something here that's just not right, and it's just, like I said before in other videos, it's just the weirdest timing, because it's like the last week. The whole time I was pretty, healthy. And the last week, the last 10 days I got sick, and it's just about pushing through, I just thought I'd go a little harder, but I am a bit restricted with this feeling. But all in all, bulldozer, yeah, I'm gonna bulldoze through this. 2 full days left. Tomorrow I'm doing my rear posterior legs, so hammies, glutes, calves, and then I'm ending it on 365 with none other than a nice little chest day. So hopefully that'll be nice and swole, and yeah, it's just interesting. And also I know that people, the numbers look off because it's like 1 out of 40, but it was the last 40 days until the 365. So tomorrow will be day 40 out of 40 of the 365, which means that's the last day, and then it'll be 365. So if you think like, ooh, you're not counting right, it's because it's counting down the last day of 365, not counting down to or on the day. If that makes any sense. So tomorrow is my last long form 40-day video, but yeah, I'll obviously keep making YouTube videos and explain what's going to happen next, and
I might just take 2 or 3 days rest of not posting, so that I could just relax, you know, have a fucking burger, have a beer, just sit and play games maybe for an hour or two and just relax. I feel like I deserve it, you know. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, I think I deserve it, or I'm trying to be modest or humble and like, oh no, I really deserve it because I did a lot. I know I did a lot because I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my brain. I just need a little break. So yeah, the good thing, or the main thing that you can take from that though is, you know, from the whole deserve part, is work until you deserve things, because then you know you did your best. You know, like, it's so nice to deserve something, because if you let's say for instance you don't train at all and you have a pizza, you kind of feel like, oh, I'm doing something bad. But if you work really hard and you smash it for 2-3 weeks in a row, being like disciplined and healthy, and then you have a pizza, then that pizza tastes 10 times better because it's a reward. You don't feel guilty, you enjoy it, and you don't give a shit. That's how I want to enjoy my pizza, not with regret. So you could take that from this video at least. Anyway, have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow for the last one. Let's go.